Linux for the everyday user. Stephen Clark, Operating Systems. We're all familiar with different operating systems. If you're not familiar with that term, an operating system is a software that supports a computer's basic function, such as scheduling tasks, executing applications, and controlling peripherals like your keyboard, mouse, and printer. Microsoft has their version called Windows, and it has been around since 1985. It is, and still is, the most popular system there is. However, this does not necessarily make it the best operating system. Apple also has their version that runs on the Macintosh called Mac OS. Even your cell phone runs on an operating system. iOS if you have an iPhone, and Android if you own a Samsung Galaxy. There is also another operating system that isn't as well known called Linux. Linux has many features that make it a good alternative to Windows. For one, it's free! There are literally hundreds of different distributions of Linux available to download freely. Linux is distributed under the GNU General Public License. GNU GPL means it is widely used free software license, which guarantees end users the freedom to run, study, share, and modify the software. Anyone can download an illegal copy of Windows, but that would be, well, illegal. It's considered what is called an open source operating system. Open source means there are a community of volunteers that help program to make it better. Why is open source better? It helps the software evolve. Open source also means that anyone can look at the source code and see it to change it to suit their own needs. With Windows, its source code is proprietary. Free software. Yes, much of the software written for Linux is free. If you're worried about not being able to use Microsoft Office, have no fear. Many different kinds of Linux versions come with OpenOffice or LibreOffice. Both of these Office programs are completely compatible with Microsoft Office and just as user-friendly to use. If you're used to using Chrome Internet Browser, that also works with Linux. If you need to look at pictures or watch movies, there's a program for that. Most use VLC, which is a solid video player, even for Windows. Looking to edit those photos and want to know what to use? Again, many versions of Linux come prepackaged with the graphics editor like GIMP. It's safer and more secure than Windows. Since Windows is the most popular operating system in the world, it is also the most popular system for writing viruses for. If someone was to write a virus for Linux, it would be difficult to do any damage to the operating system because the virus would need permission to access it first. Still not convinced that Linux is for you? If you have an older computer, Linux will run on it with no problem. With Windows 10 and the latest Mac OS, they require a state-of-the-art computer. Linux requirements are so low that a computer that used to run Windows XP can run it with no problems. Overall, in operating system test, Linux has been shown to run faster with less crashes and virtually no worries about viruses. There are a slew of programs that will make running your new Linux like you are Windows without even knowing it. If you want to delve deeper into Linux, there are several different versions to try out in order of popularity: Ubuntu, Mint, Debian, Fedora, and Red Hat. All of these are very capable versions of Linux and are very similar. Whatever version of Linux you choose will all work the same, and you will know you made the right decision. Thank you for watching.